Today I'm going to do some long exposure shots with the Leica Q3 and a tripod. I'm using the tripod of Freewell, and I just got it yesterday. I'm very excited to use it outside, very lightweighted, and I'm always so happy to recommend something that I actually like. And I will also use an ND filter because I take those photos outside midday, and I'm not going to recommend the ND filter because I don't like it at all. For a couple of reasons, which I will mention in a bit. Let me just set this tripod on. It's really super easy to, like, I had a lot of experience with tripods that are too messy and too complicated. This one, oh, look at the birds. This one is just so fun and lightweighted to take with me. And I like the little handle here that I can set the camera and for different angles. Let's just set the camera on. So one reason why I don't like this ND filter is because I can't put my lens hood on top of it. Like, it will fall, it annoys me. And also I can't put the lens hood above. And if you know any good ND filter that fits the Leica, that can hold everything together, then let me know. Also, I wanted to mention that they sent this quick release button, which I just put the camera inside and lock it, and then it's stable. I don't need to mess, with the screw and everything. And you see now it's locked, and then I open it, press it, and then it's on. I can put it on the side like this. Very friendly user and fun to use. Now I'm on black and white setting because I shoot yesterday with black and white. But let me change it back to like a standard, I think. I'm on like a standard. I want exposure of, let's begin with 3 seconds. I want to see what that looks like. All right, so let's have a look. Maybe I'll show the photo on the screen, but I can immediately tell that this photo is overexposed. I can check the exposure metering here. And you can see that it's too bright, it's not so nice on water. I love overexposing in those kind of shots, but I don't think the composition is really flattering that specific frame. So let's try the other side. And straight this camera, like this. I have this little bubble over here that lets me know that the camera is straight. You can't see that probably, but also I can use the camera metering, which is also makes sense. Now if I'll take the photo, I will see the gimbal, so I'm gonna need you, yes. All right. I'm doing a shutter speed of 1 second. 1 second for now, I think it will be good. And let's just press the shutter. That's nice. Just for fun, let's try 4 seconds. 4 seconds, and I'll set the camera to a dark area. I want to stand right in the middle of this bridge. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I love this shot. Noise reduction in progress. I didn't know I had this option turned on. Let's see how it works. All right. Okay, so what would I do? This is the shot that I got. I would crop the photo like this and make this a one-on-one, a square shot. I see so many videos of people forgetting to lock the camera, and then it fell off the tripod and it's super nervous to watch. So I really like this quick release button. Look how cute it is, right? So this is just a game of experience and experiment, with the different shutter speed. Getting the composition that you like and the shutter speed, it's much more, you need to think about it much more than regular street photography, which is really cool. Yes, okay, I love this shot. I love this shot of the bridge. Let me just change the angle a little bit, 3 seconds. I want to try do this on regular street photography because I love ICM photography, intentional camera movement. So instead of the camera moving, I want to try to put it on a street and see the people passing by and maybe cars passing by. Maybe it will be more suitable for night photography. All right, let me share with you. I really like those results. Yeah, we show it on the screen, of course, but you can see that the reflection of the bridge, combining with the bridge on the top and some water in the middle, really creative and nice shot. I think it's better when I stand on a lighted spot and shooting towards a dark place. And I see this guy coming with his boat, so maybe it will be nice to capture him. Let me set the camera real quick. All right. I opened the shutter speed too much, and then the guy got smudged all over the frame. But that's okay, because I have not much experience with a long exposure like this on a tripod, so I want to get better at that and practice on that. But you know, that's why I make this video. I think it's really nice to see a process of someone working on something and not only see the final polished result of everything. Let me try this. 2 seconds. And with the 60 megapixel, I can really pull up all the way and get those nice water shots. So you see how you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is a reflection of the trees on the water. And what I love to do is take a photo of a reflection and then flip it on Lightroom and crop it so we can just see the frame of the reflection. And I think that with this long exposure with the tripod, I can really get some nice shots. So here are 2 seconds, ISO 100 by the way. Although there is 50 here, but I just used to 100, I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Let me do even 3 seconds exposure. I can see that the areas that the bridge cover, I can really see them clearly, the reflection of them, but the areas that are lighted are overexposed. But I actually love this result, and I will share the photo right now on the screen. What I will do is emphasize the colors here, especially the green ones, and maybe smooth the contrast even more to get this dreamy vibe. That's ICM, that's cheating. That's cheating, but you can also put the camera on a tripod and move it a little bit with like playing with the handle or playing with the angle, and then the camera will be stable, like vertically, but horizontal it will move, and then the shot will look like kind of like a dream. It's really like a painting, like an abstract painting. It's really nice to play with that, and I'm going to continue playing with that a little bit. So I had a lot of fun experimenting a little bit with tripod long exposure photography. Of course, I'm in the beginning of this. I don't think it will be my main thing that I'm doing, but I really like to play with it every now and then. I also think it would be great for my bird photography, which I'm not sharing so much on this channel, but I'm doing a lot and I love with the Canon gear. Anyway, tell me what you think about long exposure photography. Hope you like the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. The link for the tripod is in the description. I have to talk slower. I will learn to talk slower. That's it, guys. I have a lot of fun. See you next video.